but a story I know is huge right now that I don't actually know what's going on really, is Keemstar and H3H3 are in a fight, and I'm hoping if one of you guys knows a little more.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't watch Keemstar's videos typically, but I guess he did a hit piece on H3H3, and as the subject of a dozen Keemstar hit pieces, like he just lays out these allegations with no factual supporting.
This was in response to an H3 video, right?
This is how it started.
Oh.
And like I guess there's some element of truth to the fact that the video game Payday did something, and they had a DLC, and the money went to Ethan, the H3H3. Cool. And then Keemstar on his own said this money was supposed to be for this purpose, and Ethan didn't exclusively use it for this purpose, and he stole the money and kept it. Well, the money was for Ethan, right? It wasn't like earmarked for just lawsuit costs or something. And Ethan brought on the Payday guys and confirmed that Keemstar just made up a part of the story to make him look bad. Cool. And then Ethan hits back with these Keemstar stuff, like him bullying somebody into suicide. I don't know if he touched on the Basher thing, him doxing people again and again, and Keemstar being kind of like on both sides of the fence. Sometimes he says doxing is horrible, and how could you do such an evil thing? Other times Keemstar literally doxes people and says, yeah, I doxed him. What are you going to do about it? I report the news. Ethan accurately is like, really? I remember Anderson Cooper giving out some person's mom's address, as part of their news coverage. I don't remember them giving out his wife's phone number. You're not just reporting the news, you're clearly doxing a person. And H3H3 just dunked on Keemstar for like a 40-minute video or something like that. I haven't been a big fan of Keemstar since he attacked my son, so maybe I'm a little biased. But
what's the suicide thing you said there?
So there was a YouTuber named, it's not Erica, it's something close to it, like Itika or something like that. And the guy was clearly mentally troubled, right? He would threaten suicide. He talked about jumping off a bridge or something. And Keemstar's take on mental depression, which he's put out there on Twitter a bunch of times, is like, you're weak, just be happy. Don't take medicine. That's just a scam by the healthcare industry for your depression. Just go out, achieve more, and be a stronger person. That's Keemstar's take on mental health. And it really lacks empathy. He talked to this guy several times and was always like, kill yourself, go jump off a bridge, laughing at him, etc. He killed himself. I think he jumped off a bridge or something like that. And then all of a sudden, Keemstar is like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to mourn my friend. I can't believe you guys are out there tagging me for this. And he just edited the video, and it really showed the before and after and the transition that Keemstar went under. And so Keemstar is currently in the internet doghouse, although the guy is... people don't watch Keemstar because he's a nice guy or because they like him. Right, they watch him for some other reason. They find his topics interesting or whatever.
Well, it's drama, right? That's his whole show. Internet
so
drama.
Proving that Keemstar is a jerk never hurts Keemstar, right? It's out there. We all know Keemstar is a dick. That's not news. That's not a change. Everyone knows you can't hurt the Hulk with kryptonite. You can't ruin Keemstar's reputation. It doesn't get lower. And he's like, look, I'm scum and I do scummy shit, and that's who Keemstar is. So there's no exposing him as scummy. Currently, people are reminded that he's scummy, and they're all upset with him. But I think in 2 months, he'll be right back where he was as YouTube scummy dude.
Probably. Yeah. I've never watched any Keemstar content, and I've also never watched any H3 content, I don't think. No, I watched a clip of his podcast when he had Bill Burr on, when Bill Burr apparently was just not having whatever it was. And
it was
I
awkward,
think that's the extent of my
he got a bunch of... He made a video about that or something, he and his wife. So the internet is kind of turned against H3H3 to some extent. He started off making reaction video content, and it wasn't straight up reaction videos, the really low effort ones where you just make faces while the video plays. He would make he'd mock it and do his own little skits and intersplice it in, and sort of a value add reaction video. People loved that. My impression is he sort of saw himself on the top of the bell curve at that and transitioned into the podcast. And a lot of people are like, hey, I liked this about you. I don't like this new thing about you. And they fuss at him. Anyway, he acknowledged the Bill Burr thing, and he's like, people say I'm unrelatable now, as he's like getting into his Porsche. People think that I shouldn't live in this house. It's beautiful. It makes me look like a fucking peasant. Like it's a $9 million home with this
Jesus,
like infinity pool or something and a Porsche in the garage. He's doing amazingly well. And he's like, people say that, I fucked up the Bill Burr interview or whatever. I'm misquoting. And his wife is like, yeah, that was cringy. And I was like, yeah, own it. Like it was kind of cringy. And they just, you were able to be like, yeah, that happened. I thought he handled that well, but it's
so the Keemstar war with him, it's kind of sizzling out now, I guess. Or?
It's 2 days old or something. Like it's okay. When I saw the video, it had 1 million views, and then I popped in on it today, and it had like, I don't know, maybe 3.7 million views. So it's for people that follow YouTube drama, I guess it's the hip thing right now. But like I said, there's no chance that people will change their opinion on Keemstar. Everyone knows what Keemstar is about. He's trash.